All right, traders. So it is Monday. We're going to run down the books that you should be looking for this Tuesday and Wednesday at your local comic shop. DC Comics normally drop on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, of course, for Marvel and everything else. Just pop in on Wednesday to get these great books. But I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be picking up and why. First book on the list, we've got Supermassive from Image. Now, this is the major crossover. It's going to kind of tie the entire Image superhero universe together. Now, there are several covers for this, and I think the A cover is the one to get. Typically, that is the case if you're looking outside of ratio variants. But there are some new characters that are going to be introduced, and you'll see Inferno Girl and Rogue Sun. I believe that's what we're looking at here on this A cover. Now, the other covers have characters from other Image properties, so you might want to pick those up as well. Of course, there is the ratio variant here as well. It is a 1 in 50 with cover art by Greg Capullo, so you want to make sure you grab that if you can. Next, from Marvel, we've got Ghost Rider issue number 1. They're kind of relaunching Ghost Rider mythology. Going to have a lot of first appearances. We've got Zeb, a dark musician, Talia Warroad, an ex-SHIELD agent, and the first appearance of a government agency that's tasked to investigate Ghost Rider. There is a really cool Peach Momoko variant that you want to be aware of. Of course, the A cover on this one. The hot one for this title is Scotty Young variant. It's a great, great cover. You got this super cool In-Hyuk Lee 1 in 50 ratio variant, as well as several others to choose from. From IDW, you've got Star Trek Klingons. It's going to explore the Klingon mythology. There are a couple covers on this one. I pick up all the Star Trek stuff, but this is going to give us the origin of Kahless, the Unforgettable, and kind of expand upon the Klingon mythologies. A super hot book this week, Carnage Forever, issue number 1. It's a one-shot anthology that's going to explore the symbiote universes and move Carnage into the next era. There is some spec on this one that it's going to be super hot, that they're going to introduce a new Carnage variant with an existing female character from the Marvel Universe. Could be a really big book moving forward. And of course, you have this Dan Panosian 1 in 25 variant. If you can get your hands on it, it's going for $30 to $50 right now, and book hasn't even released yet, so something to be aware of. This one's kind of a sleeper for me. Miss Marvel Beyond the Limit. We have the reveal of the villain Quarren, a teenage shapeshifter. This is who's been impersonating Miss Marvel, and with the character showing up in the new Doctor Strange movie, it's going to bring the collective conscious back to the character, and we're going to get this building upon an existing character that's already existing in the Marvel Universe. I think this is going to be a big reveal, and it's something that's going to drive this book in the future. Of course, Thor issue 20 is going to second print. The A cover, probably not worth picking up unless you just need a reader. That's typically how these things go. But there is a 1 in 25 on the second printing, and it reprints an interior panel, and it's going to be the first appearance of God of Hammers on the cover of a comic book. So it is going to be worth picking up. Right now, we're seeing those around the $30 mark. So $30 for a 1 in 25 ratio. So it is one worth picking up if you can get your hands on it. Then we have another second printing. We've got Timeless issue number 1. Now there's 2 covers on this to be aware of. We've got I believe it's the A cover. It's the first cover appearance of the Punisher with his new chest emblem. And I believe that emblem is going to be temporary, but it is something that if you can get it for cover price, would be worth picking up. But the one that everybody's really looking out for is this 1 in 50 ratio variant. Now, this is the black and white version of the Miss Minutes variant that was pushed out for issue number 1. These are going to have a lower print run than that. And because of the color splash on it, real popular. And we're seeing this 1 in 50 ratio already seeing sales and being advertised as high as $300. So going to be really hard to get your hands on. If you can, you want to see if you can pick it up. I know I missed out on it. I didn't want to pay the extra for it. And my local shop didn't order that many copies. So something to be aware of. So before I get to my number one pick this week, let me go through a few honorable mentions. Star Wars High Republic Adventures ends its run at issue 13. I know this is on Jim Comics' list. I'm personally not going to be picking it up, but there are, as he said, a lot of characters in here that may be important moving forward. So if you're into Star Wars, the High Republic era, there are characters here that will cause that book to grow. And of course, we have reprints of Last Ronin 1 and Last Ronin 2. And of course, Silk issue number 2 with the team up of Silk and Luna Snow. And they're teasing a new villain in the Silk universe. All right, so for my number one pick this week, the one book I'm going to make sure to grab, I'm probably going to grab 10 of these. There's several covers to choose from, and we'll scroll them across the screen here. Step by Bloody Step, issue number 1. A lot of buzz around this book. It's been a real hot talking point. It's about an armored giant that helps a young girl cross a world that's just teeming with monsters and beasts and deadly civilizations. And as I understand it, the mythology of the story, the giant can't stop to rest. So he has to continue walking while this child clings to him for her life. The art looks fantastic. The story is intriguing. And I think it's going to be one moving forward that's going to have the same appeal as like a We Live or some of those post-apocalyptic stories from Image in the past. So one that I'm picking up. So there you go, traders. Let us know what you're picking up this week. And we'll see you Wednesday for our live new Comic Book Day show. We film from Black Cat Comics and show you all the books that are out on the wall. So you're not going to miss out. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and let us know what you're picking up. Later, traders.